welcome in. Welcome in. Why do I have your OBS down there?
I don't know. Why do you have your views?
I mean, it's like a tiny renter I could have on my back foot, but
Oh,
well,
you mean the Foog? That's not an OBS.
I know.
OBS is you said OBS.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly the most straightforward when it comes to talking. Remember?
Is that straightforward?
Yeah, no. I'm just like
No.
all over the place.
You crazy.
Yeah. Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. This is a brand new Mischief Monday. In fact, this one's a little different because I'm taking over Rena's job for this time.
No, I'm the best lawyer.
Wait, you're more worried about the lawyer part?
I
Besides,
just you're not even a witch.
yeah, but this isn't the Fey Wilds, it's arcane magic, remember?
Versus Imatron is saying he's got no first.
Yeah, sorry, Amatron, someone beat you to it. But no, we're actually going to be acting as a lawyer for arcane magic this time. So this one's my levels of expertise.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? You know I'm the master of arcane.
Betrayal.
For arcane,
Yes.
literally my expertise.
I'm
Oh my god.
the lawyer.
Don't make me whap you with my tail.
Right, I'll have you over on all fours.
Rena, I'm not Celtro. I don't go doing that begging thing. I make the begging happen.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
Oh my god. But
Uh, it's time for the begging, except with a P.
Oi. First it was me making the jokes about the slay without the S, and now it's the begging without that. Oi.
Well, we're just swapping the B for the P.
There is no way in hell you're gonna get anywhere near that part. Plus, how would you even do it? I got the big ass tail, remember?
That's why you hold it up.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, my assistant for today, and she's already trying to make me bend over.
Booty.
You and your obsession with ass.
I love ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to hit you with my tail. Looks like I'm literally just smacking your ass with my tail. Ugh. One day I'm gonna get control of this big thing. There's a lot of stuff I could probably do with this tail later for the fun of it.
Would be. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It's pretty spiky.
Yeah, but it could also be used for other things. Especially if
A
I can...
knife? It looks pretty sharp.
Yeah, but it can also be a really good grappling hook to hold myself via the tail.
That depends on how long it is that you need to get yourself up on.
Fair enough.
The tail doesn't look massively long.
No, but the tail is practical if I gotta use it for defense.
Can't argue with that one.
Yeah. What about the wings, though?
I mean, that's just obvious. Flight.
Yeah, but I could fly before I had the wings. These just make me fly higher and faster.
You know, natural. Natural wings.
Yep. But I gotta be an expert when it comes to arcane, so I'm gonna have to not only put the wings away, I'm gonna have to do the one thing you love. I gotta put the ponytail up.
Oh, yes, because you need to be a professional. You know, being as that you're in court.
Yeah, so I have to keep my anger in check when I be a attorney.
Good luck with that.
Look, I'm used to trial by combat, okay?
And I'm used to being under desk support for the judge.
Yeah, you're used to being under the desk when I'm in front of a desk.
Oops, did I say that out loud?
Say what? I couldn't hear you. Right after I said that, you were literally quiet.
I mean what I said before.
But, anyway, you want to explain what the game is?
I mean, it's your channel. I'm just here as a guest star.
Yeah, and I'm going in blind. What do you think we do? All we know is that it's Arcane Ace Attorney, and we have no idea what the fuck any of this is, so we're both going in blind.
Yep.
You're about to see two professional idiots.
Speak for yourself. I'm not an idiot. I'm perfect.
Okay, so a professional idiot and a professional egotistical idiot.
There is no idiot in that sentence. And I'm not egotistical if it's true.
Oh my god. Anyway. No, I'm still standing by. You're pretty egotistical.
No. Lies and slander.
I was a lies and slander.
Because I'm perfect.
Well, you're not going to be in the Fey Court anymore, so... Does Rita have some sort of law degree? She has what we call the Fey Court Kangaroo law degree.
Nothing wrong with that. It works.
I mean, fair enough, the Fey Court really just likes to throw some random witch in to be a lawyer.
I mean, it's, you know, whichever witch. Technically, how it works is that in Fey Court, alright, if you want to plead a case, you have to get a lawyer. And to get a lawyer, and to get a lawyer, you need to know a witch, because that's your lawyer. It doesn't matter. It's any witch. All witches in the Feywilds, they're all lawyers. They're required to be lawyers in the Fey Court.
No wonder they go crazy later in their life. They have to be lawyers to the fucking Fey. They probably would lose their mind doing it anyway.
Well, I mean, it's not always just the Fey, though. There's people that live in the Feywilds that are not Fey. I mean, I know a bunny man who ended up getting his ass disintegrated not too long ago. But, you know, he lived in the Fey Court.
That one wasn't me, because I didn't even know you had a bunny man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the Feywilds, you know. Some people just end up there. Some people are born there. You don't have to be Fey. I'm not Fey.
Hold up, you say a bunny man?
Yeah, he's like, what is he, like 5'2", literally just a bunny. That is a man.
Huh.
Stands on 2 legs.
Was there a Mothman there?
I haven't seen Mothman, but I've heard that Mothman lives in a particular part of the United States, is what I heard.
Huh. I don't know, my apprentice said that when she went to the Fey Forest one time, she thought she saw a Mothman.
I mean, it's possible. There's a lot of ways to get into the Feywilds. It's pretty easy, yeah. I guess. Although most people don't get there intentionally. You know, like me, I didn't get there intentionally. Haha.
Yeah, but you were picked up by a witch.
I was. I mean, it was that or I was gonna die.
Yeah, fair enough. And she did seem to raise you pretty well, so...
I think so. She was a great, great mom stand-in.
Yeah, you just... Maybe she didn't teach you well on how to make your mark with friends.
Well, she told me to be afraid of people. And to not talk to people. And to not trust people.
Yeah, fair enough.
What a good that did for me.
Yeah, you kidnapped a dog and brought it to the future.
I mean, I guess technically it was his future. He was further in the past than I was, so...
Yeah.
It's not the future, although now technically I do bring him to the future sometimes.
And I'm totally not trying to figure out your magic just to go to a Michael Jackson concert.
I mean, that wouldn't upset the timeline. As long as you don't directly interact with people. You could technically, like, go there.
Yeah, technically go there and go up there to dance on Smooth Criminal with him.
Yeah, that you couldn't do.
What do you mean you couldn't do that? You would have
Nope.
just...
That would upset the timeline. Time rules.
Chat, you really don't want to see me dance Smooth Criminal with Michael Jackson?
I mean, it doesn't matter if they want it, but...
I mean, that would look funny.
I mean, would it? Yes. Would it upset the timeline? Yes. There are rules within time, and I've already broken them, and I shouldn't have.
So...
You know, like taking shelter out of his time.
So, things like me dancing with Michael Jackson is not a good thing, right?
Nope, not a good thing. Mm-mm.
What about going to Kendrick Lamar's pop-up concert?
Are you going to interact with people?
That's literally everybody singing Not Like Us. There was nothing but interaction there.
Yeah, if you're interacting with people and impacting the timeline, then the answer is that is not acceptable. Hi, Gray.
Hey, Gray. Hey, Gray. We're just...
But on the topic of the fake court law, essentially, if the only way you're allowed to represent yourself is if you are a witch. So if I wanted to, and there was a case against me, I could represent myself.
Girl, we both know
if you are a witch, you have the option to. You can ask a different witch to support you, but I would never have another witch because they're all bitches anyway.
Girl, we both know that if there was ever a case against you, you bat your eyes on the Fae Prince and get it lifted up front of you.
That may or may not be true.
Don't even try and deny it this time. Like, why wouldn't you do that? It's like when you complain about... So it's like when you complain about me using fire, but I telling you that's the easy way, and you're telling me that's not the easy way for you too.
I mean, that does help quite a bit, having friends and royalty. I mean, I don't really fuck around with people. I'm not stupid enough to end up in fake court.
Yeah, and any fate that ends up with me is immediately burnt to a crisp. Well, nobody can even take me to fake court.
Your luck will run out one day.
Yeah, but you know what
I promise you that your luck will run out one day.
Yeah, but the real question is, who would it run out against? The Fae? Or the evil one?
You'd be surprised how powerful the Fae could be. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but in order for you to... So, Fae royalty doesn't necessarily work in the same sort of manner and speech that mortal royalty works. In order to become Fae royalty, you have to kill the previous Fae royalty. So, in order for you to be the Fae king, you have to murder the Fae king.
So basically, Owen's got to murder his own dad if he wants to be the king, huh?
Yes, Owen would have to murder his own dad, technically.
Yeah, good fucking luck. And I don't mean that in the whole he's weak thing. I mean that is, I've actually been studying you guys, and Owen does not strike me, and I know this is weird coming from me, but he does not strike me as the one who's going to murder his father. That's not his father,
I mean,
is it?
that's expected. No, it is his dad. It is expected of him to murder his dad. There's this whole expectation thing. Because they would rather it go... His dad would rather he kill... his son kill him than some Joe Schmo Fae that just showed up tomorrow. From a different court. There's an expectation that he's supposed to do that. Fae court politics are fucking nuts.
Well, speaking of that, shall we get started with the game while we still talk?
I suppose.
Let's go.
And you get run a lore and world building.
Yeah,
On a non-Reddit channel, imagine.
yeah, but while we're doing that, you'll be getting some of my lore too. Because this is arcane magic, which
Oh my
means
god, there was a tiny me for a second.
I know. Because I'm not good at this yet. But hey, I got much to tell you about some of the stuff I learned, especially when it comes to arcane magic.
You want to move us closer into the section, like under the chat?
Yeah, sure, hang on. They still gotta see us a bit, so it's gonna be a little weird.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And I still gotta turn the game down, because it is pretty loud.
It is pretty loud. VTuber scuff, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want us taking up the whole screen, you know?
Yeah.
Blocking people.
So you're gonna be acting as my assistant, and while we're doing this, you'll be learning some of my arcane magic. So for today, you're gonna be my, third apprentice, I think? I actually had an apprentice before Sile, but that was before all the shit happened that brought me to this day and age.
I mean, I hope you understand that I am not taking an official apprenticeship.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to act as my assistant, so I gotta give you a title besides...
This is just temporary content. I have no intention of focusing on arcane magic.
Good, because the amount of spells I have is astronomical. Plus, I'm pretty sure you don't want to learn how to make iron gauntlets that can go into your skin and can punch somebody's skull off with one swing, no matter how weak you are.
Yeah, no, that's not the type of magic I like.
That's not the only one I can. I can also teach you some healing magic to go with your potions.
I mean, I know some healing magic. I'm not terrible at it.
Yeah. But to be fair...
Like, I struggle with, like, elemental magic, and, like, arcane magic is just not my interest.
Yeah. I'm about to let you in on a little secret about before all this happened, and I do not want you to use it as an excuse. But remember when I said that I did a lot of studying before I got the Dragon Soul that gave me all this arcane power? I want you to take an easy guess what that field was.
Elemental magic? Question mark?
That was my wife.
Then I have no idea.
Don't laugh. It was support magic.
I mean, support magic is still good magic.
Yeah, but remember...
I prefer support magic over, like, battle magic.
Yeah. In fact, I was kind of the healer when it came to a lot of stuff, so support magic was more my forte until that happened. And that's when I went into
with the supports.
Yeah, then they become an angry boy, as Renalek here likes to say, and set people on fire. Why do you think I do instant disintegration?
Power word kill.
Please, that's just something they made up in D&D when it comes to arcane magic. Although...
I love D&D, okay?
Yeah. Although, it's not really power word kill as it is verbal command. And there's only one person who I know has absolute mastery of that. And none of us want to piss her off.
There is a hint of truth within D&D. It's partially historical.
Look, Ivatron.
Partially.
I'm just gonna.
Partially.
Yeah. Sorry. Look, Ivatron. I'm just gonna tell you this right now. The reason I'm not gonna teach you how to make that potion is because it's literally liquid C4. Okay? I know it's purple, but it's literally liquid C4. I'm not teaching you any of that.
Yeah.
Okay. On them are a clash of souls. Souls brought to conflict by the corrupt powers that rule them over. I was transporting a client in my carriage that evening. We were driving by McCoy Tavern when we heard a disturbance. I was worried that something was amiss, so I walked into a building to see what the commotion was. There I saw the defendant. She was lit by the blue glow of the dining room lights. and she was stabbing the victim with her magical sword.
Oh shit.
Alright, that's already a low, because if you got a magical sword, what's the first thing you're going to do is stab with it?
Wait, they really went into this immediately. They did not, like, set up.
To be fair, the first Ace Attorney did kind of do that, too.
No, they're set up beforehand.
A little bit.
Objection!
Mr. Rudolph,
Oh, yeah.
you testified that you saw my client murdering the victim. And you supposedly saw her casting magic while doing so.
This is very Ace Attorney.
Yes, I could never forget such a grisly sight. That moment was burned into my memory. I see. Well, it's funny that you say that. How so? Because your entire testimony was a complete lie. Yeah, that's Ace Attorney, alright. You can hear the music, too.
He seems more competent than,
Phoenix?
yeah.
What?
Objection!
Oh, you play her.
Are you accusing the witness of perjury?
No, but I am trying to accuse you of trying to seduce me. Seriously, you put this armor in, I'll be all over you.
I mean, it is a cute outfit.
Yeah, but I got a thing for, like, evil-looking dark girls.
Surely you know that such accusations cannot be made lightly, Mr. Cuthbert.
My accusation is far from baseless, Steelwind. Think about the state of the crime scene at the time of the murder. The witness couldn't have seen anything, much less a homicide. Oh. You sure you don't want to learn any of my magic? Because this might be a little trick that I actually not only taught Soleil and my first apprentice, but I even taught Soulless Mage and Verity. And it's
Yeah, no, not interested.
You sure? Because this one's really helpful. It's called Arcane Sight.
Yeah.
Makes it really easy to find somebody who's lying, if you know what I mean.
There's other ways of doing that. Zone of Truth in particular.
Yeah, but Arcane Sight doesn't really require, like, casting. It's basically like an innate ability at that point when you learn it.
I mean, I guess, but then we also, in the Fake Court, have the ability to essentially pull out people's memories.
Okay, fair enough. Probably won't be as helpful.
Which is actually really fun to do that.
What, is it like you literally just rip it out of their head?
Yeah, kind of.
Ooh, this I gotta see then.
It's not painful. It is very interesting, though.
I'm always interested to see any kind of magic, even when it's from people who hate me. But on the battlefield, there are still few people who carry the ideas of justice within their heart. But you have to wonder sometimes, are these ideals truly just? Or are they simply lies fed to us by the Elder? Damn it. Darn it. Damn it. Flynnhart, you fool. Why couldn't you just listen to me?
Oh, hi.
That guy just looks like a fuckboy even more than the prince does.
Oh, hi.
Rena, control...
Hello there.
Rena, control the calamity that is your memories. Rudolph, I require your assistance. Yes, sir. By the scale, Lord, what did you killed him? Alert the town guard. Tell them that you saw his daughter fleeing the scene. I'm sure the neighbors heard them arguing with each other. They'll immediately suspect her.
Oh, he's a bad boy, too.
And this is why I hate royalty types, because of shit like this.
Oh, they got me right in the fields.
I feel like me and Rena are not exactly going to be seeing eye to eye this stream today.
He's innocent, I claim it.
That guy's lying his ass off. At once.
He did it for the lulz, guys.
Yeah, and then pinning it on his daughter? I ain't letting him anywhere near that shit.
That's fucking funny, guys. That's hilarious. He pinned it on his own daughter. Who would have suspected that?
Yeah, but now I actually gotta drag him to court instead of setting him on fire like I normally would. Earlier that day. Ugh. You feel yourself slowly succumbing to unbearable pain. You don't think you'll be able to survive this much longer.
Oh, hi.
How you doing? I got a feeling you're gonna love this game now, aren't you?
Why is there so many hot people?
We just started!
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure about that, Cuthbert? You look like you're about to pass out.
She's an older woman, too.
Oh boy, this is Ace Attorney.
No, it's usually the young people that are, like, massively intelligent in the Ace Attorney series.
No, I'm talking about, you know what happens after the first case, the first game, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Spoilers for me.
The first game? No, I literally...
I mean, like, for the character story.
Rena, I'm literally going in as blind as you are. The main reason I'm calling it is because that seems to be every Ace Attorney type game. When you do the first one with your mentor and the mentor dies. That happened in the first one too, remember?
Oh god, it happened to me too.
Exactly. So you telling me this isn't giving me...
No.
So you're telling me this isn't giving you your dead vibes coming up?
No, please don't do that.
Don't worry about me, Miss Timora. I'm fine. You ever ride this carriage? Would? Yeah, I would too.
Is this a curse? Is it the mentor's curse? Mentors of lawyers die?
To be fair, mentors of the main characters would happen. So, Soleil ever becomes the main character, just know that I basically got a week left to live.
Oh no.
I mean, same thing happened with Obi-Wan.
Good thing I don't have anybody that I'm mentoring.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die! It's not in the timeline.
You've been riding in this carriage for days. You are definitely not fine. With each bump of the road, you feel yourself becoming more and more nauseous. It's taking every ounce of willpower just to hold down your lunch. I'm perfectly fine. If you say so. Yeah, he ain't fine. You feel the carriage drive over a large bump in the road.
Puke everywhere.
Thank God for modern automobiles. Rena, back in my day, I rode the carriage once, and only once. Because the road we had to take was so bumpy that we had to stop almost every, half a mile just for me to go outside and puke.
I love carriage rides. It's actually quite relaxing for me.
Yeah, well, literally, we had a bumpy-ass one. It was nauseous. So, flight was the main option at that point. You can feel and hear your stomach retching in protest. That stew you wait for lunch doesn't taste nearly as good the second time.
Yep. Called it. He vomited everywhere.
On second thought. Oh, that's better. You take a deep breath of fresh air. The first breath you take in today that hasn't threatened to come back out. Sorry about this. Oh, you know what? You should play her.
Okay. If you want me to.
Yeah.
I probably should have gave her the older woman voice instead of the other girl.
Yeah, you can work on it. Ah, you can change it up anyway. We just started.
Older mentor lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. I didn't expect the roads in this town to be this uneven.
I suppose they didn't get a lot of traffic here. You've been out on the road with your mentor for days. Together, you've been searching for a man named Flintheart McCoy. Supposedly, he's been a voice of dissidence against King Oliver for the past few decades. You have no idea what kind of business Mr. Tamora has with him, but you know better than to ask questions about her affairs. Hello, travelers. Welcome to Cornhaven. A local
What a
merchant.
name.
A local merchant steps out from the nearby shops.
Is this a haven for corn?
Nah.
Would I purchase corn here? Is that on, you know, fresh supply from the fields?
That would be some good ass corn.
I love corn. Corn is fucking delicious.
It's actually very malleable as both a food and a source to make potions with. And that's because of the amount of, like, carbs in it actually work pretty well.
I love corn so much. I just want to eat it, slather it in butter. Oh, so good.
A really good potion you can combine is combine a little bit of corn with some crushed up flour, a little bit of like dried gecko leg, some crushed rose petals, and you'd have a pretty good like health potion for like any kind of sickness.
I want some cornbread.
No, you know what you
I'm
should...
just hungry.
You know what you should get then?
Hmm.
When you do the cornbread, you should mix it in with a little bit of cheddar and a little bit of Gouda. Personally, I would add
Never put
jalapeno.
cheese in my cornbread.
Yeah, it would work pretty well. I personally would like to add jalapenos on mine, but that's me.
Blech. No, no, thank you. Don't like jalapenos.
I like spicy stuff.
Blech. No, thank you.
But no, you want to know what sounds really good right
Just
now?
a little butter with the cornbread, and I'm happy camper.
You know what sounds really good right now?
Mm?
When you're gonna make the cornbread, you should also make some cheddar biscuits too.
Oh, I love cheddar biscuits.
Oh yeah. He has a wide smile on his face, and he approaches your carriage with the enthusiasm of a starving vulture. Would a pair of dignified individuals such as yourself care for a refreshing drink? Ah, arcane sight. Those clothes, they must be from the city. He certainly has a friendly expression, but his thoughts are very analytical.
Well, I don't need a drink, but...
Miss Tamura glances at you, and your stomach rumbles in agreement. Of course. I have just the thing for an upset stomach. Carrots like that, I bet I could fleece them for a lot. His thoughts and emotions are laid bare through your eye of Horus. But the merchant's expression doesn't betray a hint of what he's true thinking. I wonder if his false smile could get any bigger. At this rate, he might dislocate his jaw.
He's not smiling, man.
How about 2 flasks of apple juice for 50 silver pieces? 50 silver pieces? You may find the price daunting, but this is organic or fresh-made apple juice. You sure you don't want to learn arcane sight? Because this is part of the reason I'd use it.
Nope.
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the empty bottle of store-bought apple juice. It's resting on the table inside the merchant's stop.
You know he's lying. Why did you buy it?
I don't think he did.
No, it's added to your inventory.
I think it was more of a note. See? Because he's still trying to sell it. Trust me, it's worth the extra gold. Normally the price wouldn't matter that much to you. But you don't appreciate being treated like an easy mark. You started an argument with another character. During an argument, your opponent will make claims that you need to respond to. Responding correctly will lower your opponent's confidence. Responding incorrectly will lower yours. Once you run out, you lose the argument. I think you need to elaborate. You said that the apple juice is organic, but where is it made? It's produced by the hard-working people of town, of course. In a small town like ours, we only deal with locally sourced products. For certain claims, you need to present a piece of evidence to refute the claim. To present the piece of evidence for your claim. That's obvious. You say that, but I can see an empty bottle of store-bought juice inside your shop. Why would you have something like that if you only deal with organic products? How did that get here? Make no mistake, I only have that because I wanted to see how my product compares to that of the city. And let me tell you, that mass-produced slop doesn't even compare to my product. What an obvious lie. Honestly, I'm offering you a very good deal. For certain claims, you need to look at your opponent's thoughts and emotions. Choose the correct response depending on the information seen. Logic. Choose the option that your opponent thought contradicts something in their notes. Intuition. Choose this option if the opponent's thought contradicts their claim. Empathy. Choose the option that the opponent's emotions contradict their claim. Juice is worth 5 more.
Logic?
No. Yeah, use this against claims that contradict thoughts seen through your eye. And this I can see through my eye, so this is intuition. Because he was trying to sell it for 50, remember? And he says he only makes 5 SP up flask.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, it's obvious those flasks are only worth 5 SP. See?
Oh, okay.
Why
I mean, technically based off of the other information too, though, but I don't know.
Yeah, but he would remember arcane thought, or Eye of Horus as they call it in this game. That's how I'm able to see through a bunch of lies and why Celtro was never able to trick me. Well, it's clear you're a very shrewd man. Right. I'm so thirsty. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a child watching you from afar. Her eyes are fixated on the flask of apple juice. How about 20 SP for 3 flasks? Of course, sir. The kingdom of Revengard, established several centuries ago by the 7 high archmages. Why do I keep calling her Reven when it's Worm? The kingdom is
Wyvern?
Wyvern?
Depends. Yeah, a lot of people pronounce it Wyvern.
The kingdom is currently ruled by King Oliver de Wyverngard and the mages of his nobility. The nobility will tell you that our marvelous kingdom is a land of prosperity and happiness. A land where its people share its wealth and secure provide by the kingdom's magic.
Or...
Yeah, that's another reason I don't really trust any royalty. They'll say one thing, and I can clearly see they're lying about something else. The child passing through tells you exactly how much secure the kingdom is sharing.
I didn't know you had such an eye for rural economics.
Well, I suppose I just have good intuition for that sort of thing.
Or did you use another kind of eye?
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong, your so-called Eye of Horus is an amazing gift. You should take every opportunity to hone it. But try to be more subtle next time. I can see right through your shit. If I can see through you, others will be as well.
Right.
Oh, anyways, I did some asking around while you were haggling. Supposedly, the McCoy Tavern should be north of here. If my tip is correct, this should be the place.
Wait, this is the McCoy Tavern? With the state it's in, calling it a tavern is being pretty generous. You find it hard to believe that this is a secret meeting place for dissidents. But now that you think about it, maybe that's the entire point.
Yes, the tavern has been shut down for years, though. Nowadays, Finhart just uses it to host his rallies. Although I do wonder how they've been keeping themselves afloat this long.
Hey, you lot! The McCoy Tavern is closed! A gruff man approaches your carriage as you step out of it. He's eyeing you and Miss Toymora, a clear look of contempt on his face.
I take it that you're Flintheart McCoy?
I am? What of it?
Unemployed. Sorry for not writing ahead of time. But I'm Ruby Timora, and I wanted to speak with you.
Ruby Timora. Wait, the Ruby Timora? Oh, I know this look. I've seen this look a few times myself. He lets out a laugh as if he was meeting an old friend. Why did you say so? Come on in! You didn't expect someone like him to know Miss Timora.
Yes.
Actually, like I said, I've seen that look before. What? My mentor.
Don't say.
Yeah, my mentor. The Grand Sorceress had that kind of same reaction to a lot of people. Especially anybody who's like a blacksmith, ironically. And she doesn't even use a weapon. But people knew her name long and far. Albeit in different ways. Sorry about the mess. We haven't exactly been... Well, anyways, what brings you here? I take you didn't journey all this way to see my wrecked tavern.
I'm here on behalf of a client. We have a proposition you might be interested in. Is there anywhere we can talk more privately?
Sure, the kitchen is empty.
Wonderful. Tyrion, stay here while I speak with McCoy.
What? Don't you need my help?
There's no need for that.
Like hell there's no need for that. If she's trying to make a deal with Flintheart, you can easily read his thoughts to help her.
She's gonna be using other ways of, you know, securing the bag, so to say.
Rena, I want you to take one look at her face. I've seen that look again before.
He's telling you to stay the fuck out of it because she's gonna bone him.
Desperately want to object, but she shoots a stern look at you that causes you to freeze up. You slowly look away from her. Spend some time waiting alone in the tavern's dining area. It's already been hours since Miss Timora and Flintheart walked into talk in the kitchen. You can hear faint murmurs from behind the closed door, and you've been resisting the urge to eavesdrop. But even from here, you can tell that their conversation is slowly becoming more frustrated.
Oh yeah, frustrated.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be a while.
Oh yeah, gonna be a while.
Well, it's a good thing you always bring chess set with you. You bring out the small chessboard that you carried around since you were a child. Chess can be played with one person, and you always take advantage of that.
No, thank you. Not me.
Check.
Boring.
You win against yourself. This time as black. I played 10 games already, and I've won 7 out of 10 as black.
Hello.
Statistically, white is more likely to win. Unbeknownst to you, you're thinking out loud. So why am I preferring so much better when playing as black?
Hello?
You still don't notice her, and you verbalize your thoughts just as fast as you're thinking them. Am I becoming overconfident as white because it has a first move advantage? Or perhaps that very advantage is affecting my choices and making me play in a suboptimal manner. If a personal quirk is making me play it logically, then I need to correct it.
Hey!
Ah! Oh, what? How long have you been standing there?
It's about time you noticed me. I've been trying to get your attention for a while now.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know where my dad is?
Your dad?
Linhart McCoy. I'm his daughter, Celeste.
Oh, she a mercenary. Oh, Flintheart is speaking with my mentor right now.
I was gonna say his mother.
Probably was.
Oh, I wanted to show him something. Do you know when they'll be done?
I don't know. They've been speaking in the kitchen for a while now. You hear Flintheart and Miss Tomura's voices get louder and frustrated, but Celeste doesn't seem to notice. Her eyes seem to be focused on your chessboard.
This is chess, right? Are you playing against someone?
Oh, I'm playing against myself, actually.
Oh, that's,
You feel a judgmental stare. Playing alone helps me develop new strategies. Plenty of professionals do it.
Hey, I'm not the type to shame a man for playing for himself.
You're already thinking of a bunch of jokes now, aren't you? Just get one of them out of the way now.
Has Owen showed up as any of the characters yet? Maybe? I haven't really met the characters, but know them well enough.
No, we already met him. That first thing we saw, remember?
I don't know if that fits him. I'm not sure.
That...
Relax, I'm just joking. Anyways, if you're still waiting for your mentor, do you want to play a game?
Oh, you know how to play?
Sure, I've read about it before.
She read about it?
Ugh, this table's so dusty.
Celeste takes a seat on the other side of the table. She tries to set up her side of the board, but fumbles with the pieces. She stares at them, confused.
How do we arrange these things again?
A part of you regrets accepting her challenge, but it would be impolite to back out now. Here, I'll arrange them for you.
Thanks.
Checkmate! You defeated her in 2 moves.
Wait, what? Already? How did you do that?
She probably fell for a fool's mate. You decided against telling her what the name of that mate was. Yep, it was a fool's mate. Like, that is the most embarrassing way to lose chess. Like, even a beginner never falls for the fool's mate. You're looking it up now, aren't you?
I want to do over.
Sure, why not? It's not as if you have anything better to do. Celeste's brow furrows as she tries to decide her next move. But she hasn't realized that the game is already finished.
Here.
She moves her knight into a position to attack your queen. It should have stopped your assault on the king, but... checkmate. A scholar's mate this time.
What? Come on, how do you keep doing that?
You look at the closed door to the kitchen. Flintheart and Miss Tomura's discussion is becoming louder. It doesn't sound like they'll be done anytime soon. Oh, they are actually fucking then.
Told you.
Why the kitchen, though?
Why not the kitchen?
Maybe it's because I do a lot of cooking there, so I really don't think of the kitchen as a place to be doing the fucking.
Table, counter.
Yeah, but knives and hot shit and hot oil, nope.
I don't have the stove turned on.
Yeah, but people can knock the stove on. Especially when it's old-timey shit like this. Or it's modern day for them, I guess.
I'll figure it out. Again, I'll definitely beat you this time.
For someone who had clearly never played before, she's quickly improving with each game. It's impressive. She's observing your strategies and adapting them to her playstyle. Hey, we got an Imatron raid.
Hey, ring.
With the way she's playing now, she could easily defeat a national ranked noble. Checkmate! But even so, you've been playing this game for a lot longer than she has.
Are you always one step ahead of you? It's like you're reading my mind.
Probably is.
I mean, he doesn't seem to be using his ability.
Yeah. Probably not. As if you even need to.
Just one more game. I'll get you this time.
Hello, Cuthbert. Oh, that's you. Miss Tomura emerges from the kitchen with Flintheart. They both look mentally exhausted. It looks like negotiations didn't go well.
Hi, Dad.
Red and blue food dye and water.
Alright, buddy. Whatever you say.
What?
The Imatron.
Oh, hello, sweetie. Flintheart looks irritated, but as soon as he sees Celeste, he quickly hides it behind a smile. You wonder what their discussion was about. What's this, some kind of game? Mr. Moore glances at the pieces on the board.
Don't feel too bad for losing to him. He's nationally ranked. It wasn't loading. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're a professional? Is that why you're wearing a suit?
No, chess is just a hobby. I'm actually a defense attorney.
An attorney? Speaking of which, we should probably be on our way.
Hey, sorry for refusing you after all you came this way.
Damn.
I really respect what you're doing. But I don't want anything to do with your mage friends. Aw.
Oh.
You wonder what he meant by that. Was Miss Tamura trying to introduce him to one of our clients?
Anyway, it is getting late. If you leave now, you won't be back in the city until morning.
She's right. This region is littered with bandits and brigands. I wouldn't want to run into them this late.
Oh, I guess you have a point.
We have plenty of empty rooms you can stay until the morning. It's the least I can do after you came all this way.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, we might as well stay here until tomorrow. The tavern is shut down, but we still have some sheets and blankets. I'll go get the rooms ready.
Celeste and Flintheart leave the dining area to get your rooms ready. You're left in the dining room with Miss Tamura.
So I take it, oh, that's you.
Yeah. So I take it the negotiations didn't go well.
Oh, I didn't expect him to be stubborn. Honestly, I have no idea what that man has against mages.
Well, the same reason I got against wizards. Some bullshit happened and now he has a vendetta against them. Well, there is one way to find out about it.
Hmm.
Why are you being so secretive? If your business with Flintheart is related to our clients, I can help.
It wasn't important, and your presence was not necessary.
That's such an obvious lie, but you can't read a single thought from her mind. She had years of practice hiding her thoughts from the eyes of Horus. Celeste enthusiastically came back downstairs. But she seems to have not noticed the tension between you and Miss Tamora.
Sorry to interrupt, but your rooms are ready now. Right. Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Let me see if I can turn like the... Like I keep turning the game down, but it's like... I keep thinking the audio's like overlapping with your voice.
Is it?
At least from my point of view.
Celeste is... I'm trying to play her as a more soft-spoken character, so...
That's probably why. But you sure that's a good idea? Her occupation says mercenaries, so...
She seems shy, so that's why I planned to do that.
An awkward
She
silence...
seemed- yeah.
An awkward silence hangs in the air as you and Miss Tamora head upstairs. You reach the upper hallway and see the two rooms that Celeste prepared for you. Miss Tamora stops before entering her room.
You were playing chess with Flintheart's daughter earlier. Was she any good?
Not at first, but she got a lot better as we kept playing.
I'm sorry for leaving you there for so long. I didn't expect our discussion to last that long.
No, it's fine. Despite everything, I enjoy playing against her.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose you are at that age.
No, it's not like that. It's just that outside of tournaments, I never really get to play against another player. And you only ever want to play shogi against me.
Because Shogi is clearly a superior.
It's complete anarchy, is what it is. You just bring fallen pieces back to life like some kind of necromancer.
It adds depth. Drafting adds a dimension of play that isn't present in chess.
You sternly look at each other. Your position's already made. After a few moments of silence, you both burst out laughing.
I'm sorry, it looks like I don't trust you. I know you're just trying to help. But there are some things about my work that I just can't tell you about yet. But one day, I'll tell you everything.
Right, I'm sorry for prying. I just want to show you I'm ready to be an attorney.
You are. I know you are.
The rare praise from your mentor catches you off guard.
Anyways, get some rest. You should mentally prepare yourself for the journey tomorrow.
Right. You completely forgot about the carriage ride back. You can already feel your stomach churning in protest. Yeah, I'm definitely getting "you are dead" vibes from her.
Hmm. Death, death, devil, 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 evil, 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 evil song.
Yeah, it's like dead, dead red flags are just popping off of her. So, especially when she said, "I'll tell you everything eventually." That usually is like the big red flag that says you're gonna die. You lay in the bed that the McCoy has prepared for you, and as you close your eyes, you slowly drift into a deep slumber. As this happens, you feel something invasive. Your mind drifts away and you feel yourself being pulled somewhere else. You find yourself in a surreal, unsettling landscape. You're fairly certain that you're dreaming right now, but some instinct in the back of your mind tells you something is fundamentally wrong about this. You see a woman in a far distance. She's staring directly at you.
Uh-oh. Presents.
She's murmuring something, but you can't quite make it out. Is she trying to say something to you? Hmm.
Oh,
We didn't have a chance to read it, but she's giving me yandere vibes.
did you click? Too
No,
soon?
no, it just popped up. You're jolted wide awake. You can't exactly remember what the woman said to you, but whatever her words were, they sent a piercing chill down your spine. Your breath is heavy and your heart is beating at 100 miles per hour. Calm down, it was just a dream. At least that's what you try to tell yourself.
Please, just let me explain.
I don't want to hear it! You hear the voices of Celeste and Flintheart ringing out from downstairs. It must be extremely late. What could they possibly be arguing about at this hour? I want you out of my house! Ow!
No.
A dead silence lingers in the air before you hear someone rush out the tavern. Whoever left slams the door behind them.
I mean, we know who it is.
What was that all about? It's none of your business. You only met those two today. It would probably be best not to get involved in their affairs. And as you tell yourself that, a brief image of Celeste's smile appears in your mind. Damn it. You slowly make your way out of your room, but the hallway is nearly pitch black. You can barely see a few inches ahead of you. You have to watch your step to avoid tripping. You run into Flintheart, who was slowly walking up the stairs. Even this close, it's hard to see his expression in the darkness. Sorry, I just heard. Right, I forgot you two were. His words trail off. Is everything okay? Huh. Sorry, I'm just going to. You awkwardly shimmy past Flintheart to head down to the stairs. He doesn't move out of your way. It's clear his mind is elsewhere. You arrive at the dining room, but you don't see Celeste anywhere. Honestly, though, it's hard to tell how dark the room is. No, the blue one was the sad one. I don't know what the purple one is. Celeste, are you still here? You don't receive an answer. You don't remember hearing someone slam the front door. Your eyes are drawn to the tavern entrance. Celeste? No answer. Celeste, where are you? Ugh. The merchant you spoke with before steps out of his shop holding a lantern. He appears to be irritated by all the noise you've been making. Oh, you're that kid from before. Do you have any idea what time it is? This isn't a city. You can't just make a bunch of noise like this. Alright, sorry. I was just looking for Celeste. Who? Celeste McCoy. She's Flintheart's daughter? The merchant's expression becomes a little colder. Do you know them? What do you want with that bastard?
Who's he talking about, that damn mage? Is he talking about Flintheart?
That's what I think.
Was
What?
he a mage before?
Those two probably woke up half the street with all their yelling. I don't need you to keep us up too. If I hear any more noise, I'm going to call the town guard.
Wow, what a dick.
Before he can get a word in, the merchant walked back to his home in a huff. You look around, but you still don't see any signs of Celeste. You decided to continue searching. I can't believe I said those two things to her. She'll never forgive me for this. Hey, Celtro, here's your Owen. You saying something?
I just sighed.
Ah.
That's all.
I see. Your temper is as short as ever, Flintheart. You? Honestly, how do you live in this darkness? Well, that's immediately the first thing she said she wanted to do when she saw this guy.
Yep, that's exactly what I said.
You weren't even going to try and say, how could I? You just went straight for it.
And he's a bad boy.
Honestly, how do you live in this darkness? Luxo. What are you doing here? And how dare you bring that witchcraft into my home? You've been busy lately. Your little rallies have gained quite a lot of support. Too much support for my family's liking. And what, you came all this way to convince me to stop? You have my word. If you'll stop spreading dissidence, no harm will come to you or your family. Your word is as good as the dirt you lick off King Oliver's boots. As if I ever trust the word of a murderer like you. Flintheart, please. As someone you once called a friend, I'm only going to ask you one time. Friend? Friend? I'll be dead in the ground before I ever call the likes of you friend. Get out of my house. I don't have time for your nonsense. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll have much time for anything. Ugh!
Death.
Damn it. Damn it. Flintheart, you fool. Why couldn't you have just listened to me? Rudolph, I require your assistance. Yes, sir? By scaled lord, what did you killed him? Alert the town guard. Tell him that you saw his daughter fleeing the scene. I'm sure their neighbors heard them arguing with each other. They'll immediately suspect her. At once, sir. You've been searching for Celeste for a while. How long have you been outside? 2 hours? 3? However long it's been, it's clearly taken a toll on you. Where is she?
What am I gonna do now?
Hear a faint voice. Could it be?
Oh.
As you peer behind an old tree, you finally found her. She looks just as tired as you are, probably even more so. Her eyes are puffy and red, and she's been doing her best to hide it with a smile. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, sorry. I'm guessing we woke you up.
Yeah. Is everything okay?
It's nothing, it was just an argument.
Seriously, what's that purple one mean? I get that's happy, I get that's sad, I get that's angry, but this last one's bugging me.
Shock.
Shock?
I think it's shock. Yeah, see, Amatron and I had the same idea.
Ah. But from the way she reacted, this is clearly not common. You suppose that's none of your business. You decide not to pry further.
Have you been looking for me all this time?
I have.
Thank you. I'm okay now. You should head back.
What about you?
I think I'm gonna stay out a little longer.
You know that you should mind your own business, but I'm sure whatever happened between you two, it's nothing you can't talk out. It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes Miss Timora and I get into fights too. But no matter what happens, we are always able to talk through it.
I...
Sorry, I know it's none of my business, but I just...
No, I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're right. Let's go back.
What? You're right back in McCoy Tavern, but it's now surrounded by several carriages and knights clad in plate armor.
Uh-oh.
Is that the Inquisition?
What?
The Arcane Inquisition. They're an order of knights that investigate crimes committed using magic. As you say the word crimes, you and Celeste share a glance and come to the same realization. Both of you rush towards the tavern, but Celeste outpaces you by a wide margin.
What? No. No.
She reaches the tavern before you, and before anyone can stop her, she takes a look inside the inn. Whatever she saw is making her cry in anguish. She drops to the ground in tears. There she is. Celeste McCoy, by the authority of the Wormguard Crown, you're placing under arrest.
Wyvern.
Upon seeing Celeste, one of the knights steps forwards and grabs her. Surprisingly, she's able to break free from his grip and tries to push further into the tavern. Noticing the commotion, 3 other knights rush to grab her and begin dragging her away. She kicks and screams against them, desperately trying to break free. Even between the 3 knights, it's taken all of their strength to subdue her. What are you doing to her? What is going on here? Hey, Solus. Red Hair's actually going to be my apprentice while we do these games.
I am not your apprentice.
Then what are you?
I am but a guest.
Yeah, but you're in the world of arcane magic, not time magic now.
I am still a guest.
Alright, what are you doing to her? What is going on?
Pardon?
Miss Timora approaches you. You breathe a small sigh of relief when you see that she's okay. Miss Timora? Bah! I should have known that he was one of yours. Just stay out of our way. Mr. Timora, what's going on? Why is the Inquisition here?
I'm surprised myself. But from what I understand, Flintheart McCoy has been murdered.
Murdered? We follow the Inquisition back to the city where Celeste is being detained. According to Miss Tamora, Celeste was the prime suspect in Flintheart's murder. And due to the supposed nature of the crime, her case will be pushed to trial immediately. But many elements of the situation still don't make sense. The Inquisition only investigates crimes committed using magic. So why is Celeste their prime suspect? Could she be a mage? This is ridiculous. She has a right to speak to an attorney. Anyways, you find yourselves met with another hurdle. A very frustrating one. Yeah, well, we can't let you see her until she's been processed. Her trial's in an hour. How has she not been processed yet? I don't know what to tell you, kid. I wish I could help. You don't need to use the IA to know that's a complete load.
So you're really planning on defending her? Do you know if she can even afford a lawyer? Not that I'm trying to be judgmental or something.
I just can't stand here and do nothing. You saw them, didn't you? There's no way she could have murdered her father like that.
Oh, I know that look. I was saving this for a special occasion, but...
Attorney's runestone. A magical runestone that allows you to take pictures of crime scene and write notes telepathically. Every attorney has one. It's almost like a badge to them.
I wonder.
What?
So useful.
What, you don't have something like this?
Something like that.
I'm guessing yours is your hourglass, right?
No.
Huh.
My hourglass is my magic focus.
Oh. Oh, mine's is...
Why would you think that's my attorney badge?
No, not the attorney badge part. The thing that lets you take picture and write notes telepathically.
Oh, no, that's different. Totally different.
Mine's my purple...
I can't tell you because people will try to steal that shit.
Ah.
It's stuff that I have to keep secret from, you know, fake court and stuff.
Oh.
There are some unscrupulous fellows that will try to steal shit from you.
Oh. Oh, mine's rigged, so unless you actually got my permission, it's gonna blow up and blow your hand to smithereens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah. Mine's literally got a magic booby trap, and it is a doozy of one.
Yeah, no, I just upload my content to the judge and the court and everything.
Oh, well, mine's my purple tome. That's why only, like, very few are allowed to have it.
Yeah.
Because if you try to open it up, boom! And I don't mean
Yeah.
like a small man. I mean enough to blow up half a castle.
That's an explosion.
Yeah. Well, what'd you
Well, what did I expect? I mean, I guess I expected as much from the boom boom angry fireman.
Well, that and the amount of information that has is like astronomical, even though it looks like a small tome. Like the amount
I mean, that makes sense. I also have like books that are deceptively longer than they appear.
like, to put it to you this way, the amount of information I have in that one tome is the equivalent of like 100 extended copies of all the Lord of the Rings books with extra author's notes in them.
Are you able to save here just out of curiosity? Because I think that this is a good point to save.
I did save earlier, remember? And it wasn't that long ago?
Yeah, I'm just saying just because I'm getting tired.
Oh.
And I think that this is a good point in the story to end.
Ah. Alright, well, in that case, we'll just raid off then.
Alrighty.
But who should we raid into?
Is somebody else streaming this content?
Let me look it up. I feel like it probably won't be as much, but it mostly be because let me see who else is playing this.
If not, I do have if nobody's playing this, I do have a friend.
Well, no,
You could raid.
just me.
Okay. I have this person. This is a friend of mine who I've collabed with before.
All right, we'll give them a raid.
I think they would appreciate it.
All right, and you can pop in and say, "Hey, I brought him here." All right, we'll go with Ellipsy. Eliza
Eliza
P. We'll go right into Eliza P. And
Eliza P.
I will see you all tomorrow because I will be back to being Captain Crimson in Yakuza.
No.
What? Don't like Captain Crimson?
No, it's kind of lame.
It's for the alliteration and to go with my original title, remember?
I mean, I get it. I just think it's a lame name.
Oh my god. Well,
I'm going to judge you harshly.
so will I with your very bad taste in men.
You take that back.
I won't.
I have great taste in men and women. Thank you very much.
I'll give you the women one, but your men taste? That needs some work.
You haven't seen all the men I like.
Well, everybody have a good night.